Okay, Amazon. I guess I got to talk about it. I'm gonna try to tame myself. I don't want to be too hyper on this video. Y'all know it's my favorite stock. If you go back in my videos, I talk about it all the time. But we're gonna talk about it today, and this will be a quick video. By the way, it's just your first time. Welcome. Please subscribe. Hit the bell. You know what to do. You're gonna like the channel. Um, Last time we was. Let's just kind of recap a little bit. Last time we was here, and I'll circle it for you. Right? This is a daily chart. I don't usually look at dailies, but we're gonna go back to the weekly and we look at the monthly real quick. Last time we reached a high this level, and notice we are approaching it. This is why I'm talking about this level right here, because most likely it should, especially after the recent run it had, it should pull back from here or it goes sideways. Hoping it goes sideways, but this would be considered a double top. It's one of the strongest patterns that you can have, right? Because these people and everyone else that kind of sees this will kind of sell into it, right? These guys are left holding the bag, man. They bought this, and if they held on to it, they ain't make no money. They're about to finally break even. So you're gonna see some selling pressures coming from these people first, and just from regular technical analyst people that says, "Up, double top, time to sell." Because this right here, this run right here, let me get my thing on here. Since October 1st, which was what, almost 2 months ago, to where it is now, it's up 18%, right? And earnings wasn't that great. They didn't like the earnings, right? I did, because they was investing into the business, and that's what I think people are finally seeing. I don't know. But let's talk about this high right here. So the reason why I got here is because earnings was coming out, right? You had that anticipation of the blowout. This is gonna happen. This is it. The excitement, right? We all know. We all know the feeling, right? And it pulled back, right? So I guess we really reported right here. So I'll take that back. But this is the real reason why it went up. Earnings was coming up, right, within a couple of weeks, and then right there, earnings, boom. The stock hasn't been the same ever since. I got killed. I got crushed on this, man. I was one of these guys that thought it was gonna blow through. Well, the exciting thing about now, right? There is no earnings. There's nothing. Nothing's coming. They just reported, matter of fact, and if they reported right here, let's zoom in. They reported right here, and it went down and just started ripping ever since the earnings. So slightly different picture, right? Slightly different picture than before, because they crushed it. When it opened up here, man. Not only did it gap down, it went down. It went from there all the way to, it went down 12%, man. That was a big hit for a $3,500 stock, right? So, because this was 3,590 or so, went all the way down to 3,200. All right, so they reported here, did not even revisit these lows. So it came down, they didn't like it for whatever reason. Didn't even revisit the lows. That's what got me bullish. This is what got me bullish again. I was like, oh wow, okay, we're going up. We had a strong up day after shortly after that. I was like, all right, I'm in, right? And that was just kind of loading up the boat. So I got a big position in Amazon once again. Hopefully, I don't have to worry about earnings letting me down, because there isn't no earnings, right, for another 2 months. That's why I believe that this time, I said this before, but no, this is actually a different time, because there's no catalyst. We're going to blow through, right? So now let's go to the weekly chart. That's the monthly. Let's pull up the weekly. And I talk about this all the time. You have this, I mean, Amazon done nothing. If you're watching this stock, it done nothing, right? I'm actually going to change this. All right. Overall, that's the consolidation. We had a year and a half of nothing, absolutely nothing. If you was buying calls, most likely anywhere in here, you got slaughtered, right? Unless you timed it perfectly, because if you buy a straight up call, the data is gonna just destroy you. You got to do call spreads, right? But if there's a little rips in here, you could have made some money, but you better have timed it right. So now we're finally breaking out, right? We thought this was it here, fake breakout. By the way, that happened to a lot of stocks. It happened to a lot, right? So now we're here, no catalyst whatsoever. Maybe it's the Rivian deal. Rivian, they own 20% of Rivian. The EV space is just blowing up. It's unbelievable. But once we clear these hurdles, if we can clear these hurdles, it's going to be off to the races, because this is a volatility squeeze, man. It's going to start to expand. You thought Tesla was like ripping back when Tesla was ripping, right? This one is going to be the rip of all rips. And then you can see it right here, right? You got the consolidation here, and it's doing exactly what, it's just doing its thing, right? You can see the pattern when I do that. So up, sideways, and see that rip? Incredible. Went from 1900 to 3400. It almost caught a double, right? So sideways again, and we should see that same kind of expansion right here, right? Notice that, and this is when you want to buy. So I'm going to zoom in once more. This is the monthly, all right? And you can see how we had, oh, sorry, man. I'm slow today. I'm slow. All right. When you have price that's hovering over some moving averages, I use the 9 and the 20. Everything is right there. That's like a perfect buying point. You don't get that often as you look back, right? You don't get that. Well, we kind of have that kind of now, right? Kind of. And I think we blow through this time, and we'll have a similar move here. Now, this was almost a double. What happens if we almost catch a double here? Well, damn, that would be 360, 7,400. I'm not saying Amazon's going to 7,400, okay? But 5,000. That's my number. Amazon's going to 5,000. Not saying it's doing it tomorrow. I don't know when it's going to get there. But you know what? I'll put a date on it. I'll put a date on it by the end of next year. It's 5,000. By the next time this year, it's 5,000 or knocking on this door. So there's my date there. I put a date on it. Okay, so how do I play that? I play that with long-term leaps, right? Because I don't know when. I know it's going to be out in the future. Long-term leaps, that's what I do. Buy some spreads. I don't just buy one call. Matter of fact, if you bought the call on the long-term lease, what are you? Oh my gosh, what are you probably talking about? $50,000 or something like that. So it's incredible. You want to sell something against that, right? So sell something that's even further out of the money to reduce that that price, right? And then just get those gains. Get those gains in Amazon. So I think that's it. That's my video, and hopefully there's some kind of catalyst coming on. Maybe they come out. I don't know. Maybe they're gonna come out with an Amazon card. Like Apple. Who knows? If it was something like that, I think that will be the catalyst just to really explode it out of this range. And once it gets out of this range, it's going. Right. I always said that when it breaks out, it could break down. And if it broke down, it would have momentum, just as if it's going to have momentum to the upside, or it's going to break up. It apparently is going to break up. So I'm going to go, before I end this video, let me go back to the weekly and redraw that box, because I was like, I don't really like that box. So I'm going to redraw it to here, because it's not quite 100% sideways. And then I'm going to redraw here. All right. So you could see it did step up. If you look at these moving averages, they are climbing, right? It's a slow grind. Gosh, damn slow. You go to, oh man. If you went in the time machine here, right? And then, he's like, I'm going to a year and a half in the future, and you get there and it's like, whoa, Amazon's the same price. You're like, what? But no, it's grinding up, I think we blow out. That's the video, man. I think and look at the volume, by the way. Look at the volume. Look at the slow stochastics. It's just, everything is just set up, ready to blow. Look at that volume. When's the last time that the buying on the green days, that all of the weeks had above the average? When's the last time you've seen that? Right. Trying to go here. Here was a little rip, but the volume was fading. But right, and look at that rip right there. Here, right here, and then look at the rip, right? So you're almost kind of getting that, but volume's not exploding yet. But wait until the breakout, and then you'll see the volume's there, but you're gonna see even more volume. All right, so thanks for watching, man. This is Dre Trades. Follow me on Twitter, follow me on Instagram at Dre Trades, and right here on YouTube, man. Don't forget to subscribe, hit the bell, and catch me when I'm live. If you're new, catch me when I'm live. Say what's up. Right, and tell me what stocks you're trading. Thanks for watching. This is Dre. I'm out.